Hey cats and kittens, EDDBUD here. I think it's about time for another running shoe, yay or nay. First up, we got a Reebok shoe. Landed without any fanfare whatsoever is the Reebok Run Fast 3. This shoe's got a brand new upper. It does seem to be a similar midsole and outsole situation. Reebok know what this shoe is for, and so do I. A faster paced daily beast. Actually, Beast has lost a bit of weight recently, and I think that there's a certain correlation between Beast's weight loss and the weight loss perhaps we'll have in the upper of this new iteration of the shoe. We had a thicker material in the last version, but it looks like we're going to a mesh type material this time. I mean, the last version was by no means a heavyweight. I think it was around about 250 grams in my size. In fact, I'm going to check that now. Oh darn, I was 2 grams off. It was 248 grams in my UK size 11. I shall have to discipline myself. The tongue is looking very thin on this new version, but it's got some decent length. That always reassures me when the tongue has some decent length. That will help to protect the top of the foot there from some lace lacerations. And they seem to have simplified the heel a little bit, although we have got some elf-like tendencies at the back there. Carbon rubber, as expected. And with that there on the outsole, it's going to deter very few runners, apart from Han Solo maybe. At 110 Earth credits, these are priced very competitively. And as the last version easily provided some good competition to the likes of the Hyperion Tempo from Brooks and the Nike Zoom Fly series as well. I'm keen to see how this one shapes up. Want to get it in hand because it's already coming. So it's definitely a yay from me for the Run Fast 3 from Reebok. Shoe 2 is from Adidas. Or if you're in Run DMC, it's Adidas. I spotted this one, it sort of seemed to appear out of nowhere. The Adizero Prime. It's nothing to do with Optimus Prime though. I was a little bit disappointed when I found out that. It seems as if this shoe appeared first in 2012, but they only released it in very small quantities. This time out though, it looks like a much larger scale production, and it's crazy light. A blast of solar yellow here in the upper. Almost looks a little bit like a Christmas jumper actually. I think if you had some snowflakes in there, maybe a few candy canes, it's more a Yule knit than a Prime knit. Only EVA in the midsole. But as you can see from that midsole and outsole combination, it has some real character. So Adidas quote that this one's 119 grams for that UK size 8.5. I think it's really aimed at track or very short distance races. Probably one of the most complex outsoles on offer here that you'll ever see. There's small randomized protrusions in the midfoot area with smoother continental segments, both in the forefoot and towards the heel. Good to see that they've implemented the torsion plate in there as well to stop any twisting in the arch. I do believe that's what the torsion plate was originally for, but I think it'll also provide a little bit of snap to the shoe as well, like a little hint of spirit in your Christmas dessert. 140 Earth credits is the asking price this time from Adidas. It's certainly a very attractive looking shoe. I do like the looks of this one. But for now, I've got the Takumi Sen 6 and also that Reebok Run Fast Pro to put some miles into. So for the time being, it's going to have to be a nay for me for the Adidas Adizero Prime. I know Amado might have his eyes on this one though, and I don't blame him. Shoe 3. So for a while now, Nike have been offering a Nike by You option on the Tempo Next Percent. There's a whole multitude of different customizations that you can make to this shoe. Although you have to wait a little while, I think it's about 4 weeks or something for production. Is it worth a roll of the dice? At 190 Earth credits, it's a steep asking price. You know, a good 20 quid more than the normal shoe. So the upper can be switched out to a vapor weave as per the Vaporfly Next Percent. You can choose black, light bone, white, green, coastal blue or atomic pink. You can even select whether you want a standard traditional swoosh or a grit one. Those who don't want the traditional laces can opt for toggle laces. I've actually quite enjoyed those on the React Legend 3 Shield. There are only 3 midsole colours available though, which is a bit of a downer. It's cool grey, light bone or white. The AirPod colours can even be altered from a very reasonable selection. I do love the green variant, which is titled Cucumber Calm. You can even put a grit graphic towards the front of the midsole, and you can put those weird logos on as well that Nike always have, or even put some personalization at the back of the shoe. I think it could be an option for those wanting to lower the weight a little bit of the Tempo Next Percent. Is a little on the heavy side for some people. I haven't really found it, but A lot of people have. That's a lot of Earth credits to fork up though for customization options that mainly aesthetic really, perhaps aside from the upper change. It's going to be a nay for me for the Nike by You Tempo Next Percent, at least for the time being. Just a quick update here. A few people have asked me to look at that shoe that a certain female marathon runner's been wearing recently, that Asics prototype. I don't really know enough about that shoe yet to put it into a yay or nay. We know that the upper that they're using appears to be the same as on the Meta Racer, but we don't really know anything about the midsole yet. And there's loads of different prototype versions of that shoe, so I think I'll leave that one for 2021. Last up today, we have a shoe from Newton, the Distance 9. This is a shoe that I slept on a little bit. I didn't really hear an awful lot about it, but when I started looking at it, actually it's really interesting. Certainly that midsole and outsole technology that's on offer here. Have you ever seen anything like that? Certainly a very nice minimalist upper here, and that always scores a few points in my book. But I think the main cool thing about this shoe is that it uses the Newtonium midsole material. How cool is that? Again, this is a shoe that seems to create some sort of trampoline type effect using the midsole and then part of the outsole material as well. Using them in tandem to create this sort of propulsive feel. This is a lower drop shoe. I have tried out quite a few low drop shoes over the year and enjoyed all of them immensely. A 2mm drop and a price of 160 Earth credits at retail, though I have seen this one for as little as about 115 Earth credits. Again, a very light shoe here. Newton say this one's 215 grams for a UK size 8.5. Interesting, and a shoe I'd really like to try out if I can find one for a good price in the right size. For the Newton Distance 9, it's going to be a yay from me. That's all the shoes on the running shoe yay or nay for today. What do you make of those, guys? Let me know about all 4 shoes down in the comments. Hey guys, I almost forgot. I'm running a poll over at the community section of the channel right now, and I'm asking you for your most favourite or most used running shoe of the entire year of 2020. Please let me know the make and the model of the shoe, plus how many miles you put into it, and why it's your most favoured shoe of the year. I'm going to tot up all of the results in all the comments and put together a bit of a poll so the viewers' best or most favoured shoe of 2020. So make sure you get over there now at the community section of the YouTube channel. I just checked the number of subscribers on the channel and we've just hit 13,000. How amazing is that? Thank you to all of you who've subscribed recently. I really do appreciate it. I think we're close enough to Christmas now for my ultimate Christmas film recommendation. I know Kev Burmaster really loves this one, but the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is the best Christmas film that there is. It follows the hapless exploits of Clark Griswold as he tries to create the greatest family Christmas that there's ever been, and he just fails miserably at pretty much every single hurdle. One of my favourite sections is where Clark's trying to turn the Christmas lights on the house, and he gets so frustrated he ends up beating up this sort of little Father Christmas display. Apparently when he did that, Chevy Chase actually broke his hand when he did it, which makes it even better. Also, my other favourite section is where Clark's giving Eddie, his brother, some eggnog, and the conversation that they have, it's clear that Eddie's not really listening to him, as Clark says, you know, can I drive you out into the middle of nowhere and leave you for dead? A superb film. There's so many good moments in it. I could watch it every week even though it's not Christmas. It really is that good. In fact, I'm going to go and watch it again right now. Okay, thanks for sticking with me to the end of the video today, guys. I very much appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video today and you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the bell below for notifications of when I launch those new videos. It also really helps the channel out if you give this video a thumbs up like and share it with your running buddies. My name's EDDBUD and I'll be seeing you